Hello students, welcome to revision session of chapter 2 linear equations with one variable. So in all the previous three sessions, whatever we have discussed, let's revise it very quickly. Let's revise important definitions from this chapter. Equation, a statement which says that the two expressions are equal is called an equation. Linear equations, the equation of a straight line is the linear equation. It could be in one variable or two variables. A linear equation is an equation whose highest power of the variable is 1 only. So here, when in higher classes, you will learn to plot the graph for the given equation, and for the value of the variable for that particular equation, you will observe that the graph you are getting is a straight line. Linear means straight, and here on plotting the values on the graph paper, we are getting straight line. So it is called linear equations. Examples: 2x plus 5 is equal to 1 or 3y is equal to 6. Here you can see there is only one variable in both the examples, and power of both the variables, here for x and here for y, is 1. Equations like x square plus 1 is equal to 4, z square plus 2z is equal to 3 are not the linear equations. Why? Because here power of x is 2 and here power of z is again 2. If it is 3 or 4, any number greater than 1, then such equations are not called linear equations. Next, linear equation in one variable. If there is only one variable in the equation, then it is called a linear equation in one variable. The general form is ax plus b is equal to c, where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. We already discussed in first session also that the value of the coefficient of variable which is there should not be 0, and it is said that a, b and c are real numbers. What real numbers are, that you have not studied yet, but you can consider that you can take the any value of a, b and c except a is equal to 0. Again, example, x plus 5 is equal to 10 and y minus 3 is equal to 90. Here also in this picture you can see that left hand side is 4x minus 7, which is one expression. On the right hand side there is constant term. Both are separated by sign of equality. So this is the linear equation with one variable. Some important points related to linear equations. There is an equality sign in the linear equation. The expression on the left of the equal sign is called the LHS, left hand side, and the expression on the right of the equal sign is called the RHS, right hand side. Second point, in the linear equation, the LHS is equal to RHS, but this happens for some values only, and these values are the solution of these linear equations. Here we are discussing solution of a linear equation. The value of a variable which satisfies the given equation is called solution or the root of the equation. In order to solve an equation for a given variable, you need to undo whatever has been done to the variable. In technical terms, you are isolating the variable. Here in this picture, you can see on the left hand side, we have x plus 13 is equal to 27. So, in order to isolate x, here 13 is added, so we'll subtract 13 from both the sides and the value we are getting for x is 14. Solving equations with variable on one side. This was our first topic in session 1, if you remember. Here, taking one more example, find the solution for 2z plus 10 is equal to 4. Here you can see the variable is z and it is on the left hand side of the equation. On the right hand side, we don't have any variable. We just have one constant number, that is 4. Here we are using transpose method. So first we'll transpose this 10, which is constant on the left hand side, on the right hand side. So we'll have 2z is equal to 4 minus 10. Here sign we are changing because we are changing the side. So 2z is equal to minus 6. So in the second step, now we'll divide both the sides by 2, or we can also do that we'll transpose this 2 on the right hand side, then it will be there in the denominator. Ultimately, the value of z for this given equation is equal to minus 3. Solving equations having the variable on both sides. In this type of problems, we need to bring all the constants on one side and all the terms having variables on the other side. Here we have example 2x minus 3 is equal to 6 minus x. So here this x we have on right hand side will shift on left hand side, and this 3 will shift on the right hand side. So first step is bring all the terms including variable x on left hand side and the constants on the right hand side. Doing so, we'll get 2x plus x is equal to 6 plus 3. Again, we are changing the sign because we are changing the side. Now, solving the equation, we'll get 3x is equal to 9. And in the third step, we'll divide both sides by 3 and we'll get 3x upon 3 is equal to 9 upon 3. Ultimately, our answer is equal to 3. So value of x we are getting is 3. Reducing equations to simpler form. When linear equations are in fractions, then we can reduce them to a simpler form by first taking the LCM of the denominator and then multiply the LCM on both the sides so that the number will reduce without the denominator. And we can solve them by the above methods. Above methods means by transposing method or by adding or subtracting or multiplying by same numbers on both the sides. Example, x upon 2 minus 1 upon 5 is equal to x upon 3 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1. As the equation here is in complex form, so we have to reduce it into a simpler form. So first step for the same, here you can see all the denominators on both the sides are different. So first we'll take LCM of 2, 5, 3 and 4, which is 60. Now multiplying both the sides by 60 because 60 is the LCM, we'll get 30x minus 12 is equal to 20x plus 15 plus 60. And in the denominator on the both the sides we'll get 60, will get cancelled. So now bring all the variables on left hand side and all the constants on the right hand side. So this 20x shifting on the left hand side and minus 12 shifting on the right side, will get 30x minus 20x is equal to 15 plus 12 plus 60. So 10x is equal to 87. And last step, we have to isolate the variable, and for the same, we'll divide both the sides by 10 and we'll get the value of x is equal to 8.7. So students, here we are ending with revision session also. I hope you all have got the chapter very nicely and you are trying to solve the sums at your home. Thank you so much. Goodbye and take care of yourself.